Super Bowl, we're trying to ditch days around here. Stay tuned for this week's recap of Days of Our Lives, starting now.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Why, hello, all of you Days of Our Lives fans. Welcome to AFTERBUZZ TV's Dishin' Days, where we give you a full recap of this week's episodes of Days of Our Lives. I'm your host, Tony Moore, and it looks like it's just me. All by... Oh, wait.
Hello!
Why, sir? Who could you be?
Hi, I'm Mark J. Freeman. I dropped something on the floor. Sorry.
Did you?
Where I had to hide my...
Were you trying to find Billy Flynn?
I had to hide my Super Bowl beer bottle.
That was so funny.
I had to pour it in an AFTERBUZZ cup. Cheers. Happy Super Bowl.
Classy lady.
I'm cheering for the Cleveland Browns.
Oh, wait.
Oh, they're not in the Super Bowl.
So,
and they never will be.
Are you talking about the baseball game that's happening today?
Baseball, yep.
You know what? I heard that Lady Gaga's performing in Houston during a live football game today.
Yes, she is. She's doing a concert.
Yeah.
She's doing a short little concert.
I'm very excited about that.
Yeah, and then there's
some
guys are going to run around the field after and before.
Oh, and make baskets.
Yeah.
Got it.
Right.
Got it.
Weaving.
Yeah. So thank you everyone for joining us on this Super Sunday. Shout out to Matthew Evan Payne, who is not here today. So shout out to you wherever you are.
Wherever you may be.
I hope you are being your super duper dapper self. If you haven't already, make sure you like us, follow us on all social media platforms. We are on Twitter @_Dishin Days and on Facebook and Instagram, Dishin Days. Also,
you know who gave me the beer, by the way?
Who?
Lucretia.
Oh, well, that girl.
That girl.
That girl.
That girl.
And if you know Lucretia, you know that she's one of the co-hosts of GH Report, which is followed right after our show.
See how I led you into that?
And that
Toss
I
that right up there.
Boop.
In volleyball, that would be a set and spike.
Look at you.
Wow, look at you.
I play my beach volleyball every Monday. I play beach volleyball.
I thought you just watch beach volleyball.
No, girl. I play.
Oh, okay.
It's the only exercise I get.
Is this happening tomorrow?
Besides chasing Billy
No,
Flynn?
not tomorrow because there's rain.
Next time this happens, please let me know.
I Facebook it all the time.
I'm going to be front row and center with popcorn.
Girl, try and return my serve.
And speaking of girls, we have our favorite girl in the booth. We have Miss Alexis.
Alexis!
Hey, girl, hey.
Hey, I missed everybody.
I know. Well, we have to change
Back at our regular time.
because somebody...
Well, because
he's a working girl.
I'm a working gal.
Listen, just because it gets darker earlier, he has to go to his street corner earlier. So he needs to prep to, like, you know.
Rude!
Hey, I just thought that you got your exercise by chasing Billy Flynn around.
Well, that too.
Girl, talk about cardio.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
All right, so
hi,
also,
Demo.
Love you.
Demo Katabi.
Demo Katabi, hello.
He says hello, Tony and Mark. Nice
also,
entrance, Mark. Thank you.
If you guys are on iTunes and listening to us, make sure you like us and give us 5 stars on there and write a little review because Mark checks them out all the time.
I do, and a lot of times, 9 times out of 10, they're the fan of the week.
Yeah, that's true.
So if you want to be fan of the week,
just a little contender
and
there.
title it Girl.
Guess what this week is?
Hold on, this week coming up or what just passed?
Coming up.
This week. Oh yeah. I know what it is.
What is it?
It is our 14-year anniversary.
It feels like 14 years, doesn't it? We are celebrating our 2-year anniversary on February 8th.
Yay! It's been 2 years already.
I know. Can you believe that?
So
I look younger.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say you look like a day over 1.
We need to find. You know what, Alexis? We need to pull up a still of episode 1 to see my flat hair because I didn't have my hair was flat. Remember the first episode?
Oh, you had flat hair?
While we're doing that.
Because I was growing it out, and I did the first episode, and then I was like, okay, I can't do this anymore, and I cut it, and now it's
girl, it's
as gorgeous as it is.
And I even have hair now.
Yeah.
So
trying to be like me.
Whatever. We're celebrating next week,
and for those of you that listen to this and don't watch, he will never have as big of hair as I do.
I don't want it. I don't want it. I could if I want to, though. Little quick weave. Snatch it up. Next week we have James Lott Jr.
James
joining
Lott
us for our anniversary show on February 12th. So make sure you guys.
He might be out there
that.
right now. He's going to be a GH report after this, isn't he?
I don't think he's out here yet. Probably in a bit. But yeah, no, I can't.
We
I
didn't hear
forgot
the
that he was
cackle.
on here.
Yeah, we'll hear the cackle at some point.
Yeah, his ears will be burning, so don't worry about it.
That's the JLJ imitation.
All right, so what did you think about this week of days? I know that's how I felt too. I think there was
my tweet said it all.
I think there was one day where I don't even think I really paid attention. Not that it was bad. It's just that like sometimes you're kind of giving the information again and again and again.
It's too repetitive again.
Yeah. Oh, look, it's our first show. Oh, my God.
Look, see? Look
at
how
that flat hair.
flat. And Peter.
Shout out to Peter.
We should see what he's doing
Hold
next
on,
Sunday.
I'm going to put it up so people can see it in just a second.
Okay, cool.
There it is. Okay.
Now it's up.
Well, no, it's of Tony's beautiful face at the moment.
Thank
I need
you.
to bring it back just a little bit so that
So
we can see
this
Mark's.
was our first show. And
Look at those
Look at
faces!
that.
Oh my gosh!
Such a
yeah.
little
This was February
old
2nd
studio.
through the 6th, 2015.
Yeah.
Wow.
What did I have there? What was I? Oh, that's where you brought us those things from the
books from the event that I
Yeah.
hosted. Yeah,
That's right.
And it was our first show.
Look at how much hair you've grown too, Tony.
I know,
Wow.
right? It's a lot of hair.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, 2015.
And I was your engineer back then too.
You
Yeah,
were.
you were.
I can't
Yeah,
believe
you
that.
were.
It was a
You
long-
and Steven would help.
Yeah.
Steven would jump in sometimes.
Yeah.
Remember the episode when Steven kept
Putting the words on here?
hashtags of everything?
That was my favorite episode.
It was
That
so
was fun.
funny. It was so much fun. I'll
That
have to
was
find
fun.
out which. I'll have to look through them and see if I can find it because it was really funny.
Well, it sounds like next week we're going to be pulling up our favorite episodes at some point in time.
Oh, so why don't you just cue up Billy Flynn's
No,
episode?
no, that's okay. All right, so,
Both of them.
So before we get too long-winded, let's dive right into it. It's now time to start Dishin' Days.
Dishin' Days.
Oh, you just didn't want to say it.
I let you do it on your own, and I flipped it, said it, and forget it. Where's Billy's signature?
Oh, God.
Give me. I think he's on the bottom here. Yeah.
So yeah, so
right
Days of Our
there.
Lives. What are we
Should
talking
be.
about?
Right.
Definitely.
Okay, so this week. Okay, so this.
Is that in the way?
I don't know.
Let's get it in my shot.
It's in my shot. This whore. All right, so
I just lost the feed.
this week, what else is new?
I know.
This week, we have the war between the Kyriakis and Hernandez.
Hernandez and Demira.
All right, so okay, let's walk through this step by step, shall we?
Well, okay. Go ahead.
So-
you do the walking.
Okay,
I'll do the
so
following.
there is a shipment coming in for Titan.
I didn't know what you were gonna say.
There's a shipment coming in for Titan that is at the dock 29, I believe, or 27.
Well,
one
it
of
got
those.
moved. It started at
did
one,
move,
and then it moved.
And they moved to the other. It is a special shipment, and it contains the key. We need the key for the hard drive. The key is the element for the key. The key. We need the key. Who's got the key? The key is stolen. The key. Got the key. Keys on
For those of you that don't live in Southern California, there's a Keys Automotive on Van Nuys.
That's about as many times as Deimos mentioned that freaking key.
I knew as soon as they started saying key so much
Yeah.
that it wasn't an actual key.
Oh, I didn't catch on to that at all.
I knew immediately. As soon as it started getting like out of control, like we got to find the key. We got to find the key. And then when Jennifer was almost my quote of the week when she was like, I know what a key looks like. It was that kind of route then that I was like,
Yes.
okay, it's not a key. You know what I mean? Like it
Yes.
was too in your face about it.
Well, the key ended up being Drew Donovan.
Which
who-
I don't ever remember.
Okay, so I looked it up because I knew that we weren't going to have James Lott Jr. here.
Yeah.
But he was a character just for a year. Charles Shaughnessy played him, obviously, as he's playing him now. And he was the twin of Shane. Basically did everything Shane did. He was an ISA agent as well. But he also worked for Stefano.
Oh, okay.
And he tried to kidnap Carrie at one point. And then he ran off.
Tried to kidnap Carrie? Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean that's just I mean it's literally just a little bit about this character, but it's interesting that they brought him back for this particular thing, and he's the one that created the hard drive.
The Orwell.
Yes, which okay, so I finally got an explanation about this hard drive, which is just a listening device that allows you to listen to anyone, anywhere.
Which they can do
the
now
world.
anyway on your cell phone. So, whatever.
Well, in Salem, this is like new technology. Anyway,
Maybe it's just getting to Salem.
your thoughts on this, because I'm just kind of like, and now there's so many people involved. So now you have JJ and Lonnie, who have been assigned the case.
Mm-hmm.
You have Gabby and Abigail, who are trying to get the hard drive and destroy it to bring the families back together because an all-out war is about to start. You have Jennifer and kind of Adrian, who's dealing with a cancer, and now Anne.
And Drew.
And Drew, well, they're dealing with it from the spectator point of view, trying to uncover the story. Now you unlock Drew, who's the key, who's the person who invented Orwell, which every time they say Orwell, I think Orville, which makes me think popcorn.
Right. Did you want me to get you some?
Oh, thank you. So there's so many parts to this story, and everyone's just kind of like coming together to like make it happen. And then to top it all off, Deimos poisoned Andre and beat up Daria.
Well, not personally, but
Right,
had
but
it
got
done.
his
Yeah.
men to do it in such a classical way. As he played the piano, everything.
And
was
how did
happening
and see?
so
Here's the thing I was thinking about.
dramatically.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
With the candles lit.
Yes,
and blew out 2 candles because
Yes, because there were two
people. I get it, Days.
Yeah,
I get it.
Yeah,
I get it.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I was gonna say something about this. I just don't. I don't know. Oh, so what? Okay, so they have. So it went from needing these chips
Yes.
to getting the hard drive. So are the chips in the hard drive?
Yes.
Is that what's making up the hard drive?
Yes. I'm gonna say yes. Final answer.
Okay. I mean, I don't know.
Like the microchips are essential for the Orwell.
To work, I guess.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, I don't know. And like, I just feel like it went from microchip, hard drive. Like it just shifted. I don't know. I don't really care about it. I care about it as much as I care about Hope.
Oh boy, and that's not at all.
That's not.
Although there was a very funny scene when Jennifer decided to go to the dock after Adrian overheard the Kyriakis men talking about the shipment coming in. And, good old Jennifer rushed home, found her black hat, and headed to the docks. And then once she got caught, she turned into the crazy woman and was like, do you know what it's like to have Bobby running around on me and all I do is make his favorite chicken?
Yeah.
And I'm like, girl. And he was even like, oh, girl, I hate it for Bobby.
Well, I don't know if you saw my tweet. I tweeted it out earlier. The best part of this week, hands down, was Jennifer and Drew.
Yeah.
It was the most entertaining.
Their interaction
Billy Flynn
together was
excluded,
great.
of course.
Oh my god. Their interaction together was great. And the fact that he's obviously so in love with his wife, Camilla.
Because I thought Camilla Parker Bowles. It's my first thought.
He's easily distracted when it comes to her, and yeah, so now he's trying to develop a virus to kill it, his creation.
Right.
In the chat, let us know how you think about this.
I don't have it up, so
storyline.
You'll have to tell us what
I
they're
will.
saying because I don't have. Are you connected?
Yeah. Diane Lee says it was nice to see.
Refresh, Mark.
It was nice to see Charlie and Melissa sharing scenes.
I just love Missy Reeves, and I think she's just so much fun.
Yes, I think she's
I'm glad.
great.
I'm glad they're giving her more.
Josephina says Deimos is just losing it, and honestly, I just do not care because Deimos. Oh my God, don't get me started.
I know. I saw a lot of those before I went under.
Yeah.
Here. Okay, it's coming back up.
I liked when Deimos wanted the key and Gabby slammed the house key on the table. Oh yeah. Oh, we forgot to mention that. So, oh my God, see, so many moving parts.
Well, and I feel like this week, I know we have this all broken up how we normally do it.
Yeah.
But I really feel this week was really intertwined.
It was very
So it's hard to
intertwined.
separate all the storylines because
Yeah.
they all seem to be really overlapping.
Well, they all overlap into this one storyline because, you know, Gabby and Abigail are involved, and they did the whole thing with stealing Sonny's keys, getting a copy so they could sneak into the mansion. Gabby snuck into the mansion, found the safe thanks to little Ari, who saw Sonny put the hard drive in the safe. And Gabby asked Ari, like, is there a safe? And she's like, mm-hmm.
Well, I knew as soon as Gabby or Ari
walked in, she was going to be a part of
that
it.
was going to be, yeah.
Gabby got caught by Chad. Chad and her then had to run into the closet to hide from Deimos, who then held them at gunpoint and now is holding them in a storage room, which is very similar. One they captured before in another mansion together.
Who?
Chad and Gabby. That's how they rekindled their love for each other.
Was in the little panic room. But I don't know. This is at
It was the panic room in the Demira mansion.
I think it was in the Demira mansion. This is now the Kyriakis panic
mansion.
room, which looks very similar.
Except they have
I
shelves.
think different shelving.
Yeah.
It's different. It's IKEA, not Kmart.
Right. And so who has IKEA? Who has Kmart?
Demira's, I have IKEA.
Okay. So, and Gabby dropped the necklace on the floor so that whoever came would know. Yeah, that. And then JJ comes, and I mean, there's just a lot. There's so many people involved in the storyline now.
Yeah.
And for all different reasons.
And I did see somebody tweeted something which I thought was interesting, and I'm curious to hear your opinion on it. Maybe you saw the tweet. Somebody said something they really liked seeing Jennifer with Lieutenant Raines, and they thought that would be an interesting pairing. Because remember they had that scene.
Yeah.
Remember that scene they had together.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
I don't know. No, you're not feeling Lieutenant Raines and Jennifer Horton.
You know what I am feeling?
Billy Flynn.
The interaction between Jennifer and Eric.
Oh yeah.
How he just kind of walked up.
But
on
I do think that he's back for Nicole. Like I just can't imagine that they didn't.
I don't know. The fact that he was willing to reveal himself to Jennifer, I think speaks more volumes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I mean, Nicole's got a lot going on.
Yeah, way too much going on.
And that's a whole nother reveal.
Yeah.
That's going to take 2 weeks.
See, April... Oh, no, I'm still up.
I mean, I don't know. I guess I just don't care.
Clearly
I mean,
you
it's
don't,
interesting.
Because I'm just talking about it, and you're quiet as a mouse.
Well, I just don't. I don't know.
Why?
I like the... And I've said this. I said this last week, and I think I've tweeted it. I like that it's the young generation of these families that are doing the bulk of it. That they're the main driving force of the storyline. I don't necessarily like the storyline. I'm just kind of not interested. I don't care about this Chip. I don't care about this stupid Orwell. But I get it. Like it's, that's why I'm curious. Like, was the idea that to create the storyline to bring all these people together to have this? But it's just, I don't know. Like when you think about like Aramid and stuff like that were just amazing storylines. I don't care about an Orwell.
Well, then there's that. Moving on.
Okay. Next.
What's next?
Next is, Chloe and her
And
baby
Nicole.
thieving and breastfeeding.
Is anyone else getting annoyed with Chloe and how
Yes.
she's very protective over this baby? I feel like it.
So annoying.
Okay. I think in the beginning I was annoyed, but then no, towards the end I was annoyed. But the beginning of this week, she actually made sense to me, and I was like, maybe you are doing the baby, right.
Yeah.
I couldn't think of the word.
Right.
Because when she started listing all of the things that Nicole is currently going through, it's kind of like you can't be a mom right now. Like, you just went and shanked a guy that tried to kill your fiance, who is on a tyrant right now, trying to kill other people, and talk about, this baby shouldn't be brought up in an environment like that. Like, this should honestly be a very happy moment. And if this were you and Daniel, it would be. But it's you and Damos. And, like, I don't trust it. Like, none of you are in a state to really bring this baby
and I
to
get
the
that,
world.
and that's fine. I think the breastfeeding thing is a little creepy. I think this, and like on Friday even, she kept making these comments about how much closer she was getting to Holly and this and that, and it was like, I really truly hope that if Nicole leaves Damos, she gives her that freaking baby, and she does not turn this into a trial. And we drag out Nicole getting this baby for 5 more months.
Right.
Because I literally, I will do what I do with Hope. I will fast forward through it. And I won't have anything to say when I come. And I will take a leave of absence from Edition Days.
She's so dramatic. I can't even. Like, my evens can't. So dramatic. Did you think that when Chloe when she summoned the policeman, I thought she was gonna say, "I'm gonna hand this woman this baby. Will you just watch her?"
Yeah.
And instead, she went, "She's harassing me," and I'm like, and that's what makes. And I mean, Nicole is real hood right now. Like, she can turn ratchet real quick.
Yeah.
And it looks like she just wanted to slap the dog,
Dickens.
out of Chloe at that moment.
Well, and and just the whole conversation that Nicole had with Justin too, where Justin was like, just you need to stay calm and you need to be the bigger person. And I'm like,
but that's her baby. Like, there's such a history with Nicole. She lost a baby. Like, she's wanted to be a mom so bad, and now she is, and this bitch won't give her baby.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It's a lot. I like the fact that Nicole has a baby. I like the fact that Chloe went and tried to give her this gift. What I don't like is the demise of a friendship that took so long to really build, because Chloe and her were at odds before and they got to a really good place. And now we're seeing that destroyed all over again. And I'm not liking the prolonging of the baby.
This is the other thing that really is starting to annoy me, and they're doing it a lot.
What's that?
Was when and I get it, it's a soap, and it's like, okay, let's tease them, then let's do this. That whole thing when Nicole comes in and she's just like, "You're crazy," commercial break, come back. Okay, you're not really crazy, girl. I'm your friend. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of that lately. Like, where it's like, because it's a commercial break, they want you to think, oh, she's gonna scream at her, but then they come back from the commercial break, and I mean, it's just so like.
It's like, let her have her moment.
Oh, I don't know. I'm just getting so annoyed with that. Like, come on.
I don't know.
I don't care.
Oh my gosh, this is starting to be.
This is gonna be like the depressing Days of Our Lives review.
Right.
Sorry, guys.
It's just a moment of like, I don't know.
Maybe Matthew Evan Payne likes it, and he's gonna come back and tell us that we're crazy.
Maybe. I don't know. But
and
the battle is gonna continue between them. It looks like it's probably gonna go to court, and it's gonna be a big thing. It's gonna get drawn out. Brady tried his best to mediate, and
they're definitely leaning towards a Brady-Nicole pairing.
I think so, because there was that moment when Damos walked in and saw. Yeah,
there was that.
And he even said something to Brady, and I don't know if anyone picked up on it, but he was like, "Let me worry about Nicole."
Yeah. Well, and then later he was sitting on the couch, remember, and there was that shot, and it was Nicole and Brady, I think, holding hands or something, and you could see him through them, and he was like looking at him like,
"Yeah,
what you two doing?
What you doing?"
So that's clearly going to be a thing.
Obviously.
And then maybe Eric too. So we'll see.
All right.
See.
Well,
let's move on to the next annoying storyline.
All right. Well, this one's quicker.
Remember when we were so excited and things were going so well and we were happy? Remember those days of our lives?
I think we're just at a moment where like something needs to happen and something needs to go down, and you know, I think they're just.
I just like I was even I actually thought this on the way here. Literally, I was like, why don't they bring in? And we hope maybe we can ask somebody this one day. Why don't they bring in like a murder mystery novelist as a writer for the show, like to create a really good like murder mystery storyline or something, you know what I mean, like
yes.
And I don't know how the writing world in Hollywood works. I mean, I'm assuming it sounds to me like you write for days, then you move over to General Hospital, then you move to Young and the Restless, and then you're a writer, then you're not a head writer, but you're a sub writer, and then so it's a little world, consultant. And you're in this little world of writers, and they just kind of rotate, and they all kind of do the same thing, and they're regurgitating storylines and stuff like that. Like, doesn't anybody stop and go? And again, I'm not putting down the people that are writers. I know it's hard work and it's hard to do, but it's like, is there nobody that just wants to sit down and go, you know, let's just get some fresh eyes in here. Let's get some fresh story. Let's get something new. Let's do something that no one else has ever done before.
Yes.
Like, that's what I want. And again, I do get, you know, comments and stuff at me that I'm so negative and why do I do the show and blah, blah, blah. Again, and I've said it before, it's because I do like the show and I love the characters and I love the families and I love Billy Flynn and I want him to have a good storyline.
You say you like Billy Flynn and you want to give him a good storyline.
He was drifting. That's how you know when he's drifting.
No, I heard you. No, and I get it, and I think
I feel like the people that the fans like the most, the storylines that people like the most, are overlooked. They keep going back to the people that whatever. But you know
again,
what I mean? I get it. I get it.
I still think it's because they film so far in advance that they create something and we see something completely different, and they can't go and like maybe veer it in that direction because they're already 6 months out.
Well, I know. Well, I've said that. We've all been saying that for a long time.
Yeah.
And it's not changing. Even though they said they were going to get it down to a month or two or something like that, it's still not happening.
We'll see.
So, and Ray C says he has his MFA, he could be a new writer, and I'm down with Ray C.
As long as you include #Maxine's son.
Yeah, okay, forget it. You're not getting hired.
Oh, well, if we did #Lorraine
Dave's
Flynn.
pickup mark as a writer. I agree. I'm not a writer professionally, but I would go sit in the room and throw out ideas. I got ideas.
No.
I got ideas.
You know what?
It would start with bringing Jack back.
Okay, but it would end with more camera time for Billy Flynn.
There would definitely be a confrontation between Jack and Billy for shizzle pizzle. And who else? Oh, I would definitely bring back Calliope. Calliope. I'd get rid of Anne and bring back Calliope.
Yes.
More Brian Totillo.
Oh,
for
Shizzle.
For Shizzle. And I'd get him a good girl, like a good star, maybe even a triangle for him, just like that.
Yeah.
Triangle hand movement. I got it. I got this down. We'll bring back Will. We'll do the.
You're gonna bring back Will?
He was a counterfeit. There's the real Will's out there. He's been tied up and all that stuff. But we gotta wait till Sonny and Christopher are together and like remarried, and then you gotta bring him in.
You know, you can always create fan fiction.
I could.
Fans like that. Can you imagine if we did it? Not like write the fan fiction like where you can read it, but we actually did like scenes and storylines. It's
do it.
So funny.
Do it. I'll marry Billy, just for the sake of the show, of course.
Oh my God. All right. So anywho, so there was that.
Lorraine Flynn.
So now.
Thank you, our Melvin fan.
Oh, thank you, Robin Tate, for saying bring Melanie back.
Oh, who said that?
Robin Tate.
Oh.
All right, so let's get to Prague. So really quick, what's happening in Prague? The gang is all together. Marlena's gonna throw herself into the Marlena's gonna throw herself into the trenches. And what's the thing that they think is gonna lure Mr. DiMera there? Marlena at a music festival invite-only masquerade ball, which apparently we saw that his alias, Rodolfo Marotti, I think that's what it is.
I kind of drift.
Got his invitation for the masquerade ball. Is it the Phoenix?
Okay, here's my question.
Rising?
And did I ask this last week?
Is it the Phoenix rising? Is it the Phoenix rising?
Is that supposed to be a phoenix?
Is it the Phoenix rising?
You need shadow. We're doing shadow puppets now.
I just thought that would be a great Phoenix.
Interesting.
Is it the Phoenix rising?
It's like a butterfly.
Is it the Phoenix rising? I hate to watch this back.
I know.
And think what people will think.
Now I completely forgot what I was going to say because you've been doing finger puppets. Oh, this is what I wanted to ask. And I'm sorry if I said this last week. Does Marlena just carry a chess piece in her purse? Like, where did that, like, when she pulled it, I was like, what? Did you just, you're like, oh, I'm going to pack for Prague. Oh, let me give that queen off my chessboard.
You remember it's the chess that they found, the chess piece that they found in the safe deposit box.
Oh, okay. That's what somebody else said. Okay.
Yes.
I wasn't sure.
Yes.
Because I was just like, girl, no. I think it's, I mean, again, I said this before, I'm happy that they're getting it to Marlena and Stefano.
Yes.
Because that's, in my opinion, and I get...
the queen of the night.
Yes, I get that Hope had her thing with Stefano too. But I still feel like Marlena
different.
and Stefano are literally the... Like that was the crux of the whole Demira Brady thing.
It was an infatuation.
I said crux.
Yeah, you did. It was an infatuation with this woman, whereas Princess Gina was just like they worked together.
So my hope is that
your who?
My hope. Hashtag hope. Is
Emma
that
Rudd said that the Phoenix Rising should be a part of my reel.
Emma. That he's actually still alive, and that Marlena actually gets to kill him now, the way it should be. Or they all kill him. They all go in
and burn him at the stake?
Something like that. I mean, I'd be okay with it.
So...
do we know if John's coming back anytime soon? I mean, I knew he was injured and all that stuff, and that's why he's not on camera.
They nixed it. She was like, don't call John, because John is going to want to be here, and just don't do it. Paul was like, I'm calling Dad.
Yeah.
And she was like, no, don't do it. Now this masquerade ball has piqued my interest, but I want the masquerade ball to start on Monday. Like, I don't want it to be next Friday is when the masquerade ball starts. I want it to start on Monday, and I kind of want this to be wrapped up by next week.
It's not going to be. I don't know when. Again, I don't know where this. Like, remember the Speedy Gonzalez storylines that were like boom, 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 boom. That's what I miss. That's what I want back.
I don't know.
All right, can we get this next one over with too? Because I'm
sure.
done.
What is it?
Hope. I honestly, you're gonna have to talk about it because I don't really know what happened.
The only thing that happened was that she was delusional and left the house thinking that Sierra was calling her saying that she needs help, and that's when the police were in that same area.
Right.
And Sean was trying to find her before she got found
and shot.
Yeah,
because it was shoot to kill.
Meanwhile, cut to University Hospital where Eric is stealing drugs for Hope.
Right.
And I'm like, girl, you just got out of jail. Keep it cute. Runs into Jennifer, and then he finds Hope before the police do, and that's it. Yeah. Done with Hope. She's still recovering. None of this would have happened if she had stayed in the hospital and took care of the shank wound, because that's what's affecting her right now, is the fact that she didn't allow herself to heal.
Not The Rock.
Oh, sorry, The Rock too.
Don't forget.
But I think the shank is what got her. All right, anyway.
Next.
So next.
Alexis, you might want to get that photo ready.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, as we go into this next storyline, we must pause for this moment in time with Mr. Kyler Pettis. Is the picture up?
Yep.
Yes.
I mean, who knew that Kyler Pettis was giving you body, yaddy, yaddy underneath all of that?
He's your Billy Flynn, isn't he? He's your new crush.
I am.
Are you going to be like a giddy schoolgirl when he comes on audition days?
No.
Yeah, you will. You're going to be like, Mark, you're lead hosting. I'm going to sit next to him.
I know.
That's what's going to happen.
No, but listen, it was a
You're
great.
Like, Kyler, sit on my lap.
It was a great moment. If you're in the chat, let us know how you felt about the just got back home from the gym, didn't know anyone was here, thought I was by myself, just hearing my towel moment. And that towel was long. That was a skirt.
That was the longest towel I've ever seen.
That was a skirt.
Yeah.
I need them to hike that up a little bit, but that was a great moment, though. Kudos to Kyler.
I froze
Pettis.
up again, so you're gonna have to look in the chat room. I don't.
Kudos to Kyler for that. They say Kyler is adorbs. Theo half naked, yummy. Oh my God, I said the same thing, Tony. Kyler Pettis is killing me. That scene happened, and I think we all went, hello. Yep. And then Aaron Brody inserted with, we all hate hope.
Yeah.
Let's see. Daquan says, finally, Tony has someone. Who's going to fight Tony for Kyler Pettis? Okay, listen. Before things get out of hand, I am only in mere appreciation of the moment in time that Kyler Pettis gave us with no shirt. I am in no way infatuated with Kyler Pettis, such as a Mark with Billy Flynn or such as a Matthew Evan Payne with Greg Vaughn. I have always and will forever be neutral.
Lies. Lies, ladies and gentlemen, here on Audition Days.
All right, so the triangle between Theo and Sierra and Claire kind of continues.
Yep.
When Theo was shirtless, he embraced Sierra because she had just found out that they can use excessive force on Hope, which I'm pretty sure you cheered for that because you were probably like, let me be at the front of the firing range to do that.
This is when I could use... Could you imagine if they cast me as the person that shot Hope?
I would. Oh my God. I would.
Gotcha.
Oh my God. You know what? Side note, I did have a dream that the three of us were on Days of Our Lives.
Really?
Yes. They used us as reporters.
Oh, well, that would mean it would be apropos.
Yeah. And so...
I said apropos.
And it was like, and each one of us had a line.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So they split the under 5
between the three of us. Yeah. It was a special moment.
Was it me or Lorraine?
No, it was you.
Oh, okay.
It was you. And we all looked
I mean,
great.
I'm always Lorraine in heart.
Yes, you are. But I thought that was such a fun moment. Like, it was like a press conference and something was happening and we were just like, so, da-da-da-da. And then Matthew went, da-da-da. And then I went, so, da-da-da-da. Like, it was fun.
You literally said da-da-da-da?
I mean,
Because I would hope as a reporter that you said more than that.
Oh, my God. Just kill my dream. Okay, so we do have someone for Kyler.
I'm still
Demo
trying to
says
refresh.
Kyler is mine. So there's that.
Oh, here we go.
All right,
I'm coming back.
the triangle. Theo consoled.
Wait, what is this, incest? They do, it's weird. Like I said, it's a good thing. Paulson, Kiss are so boring as them, or I will be screaming incest. Wait, who is that referring to? Daquan said that. It may be higher up on yours because mine just refreshed.
Yeah. Oh, let me
so
see.
I may be higher up. Here, let me see. I want to slap Claire silly. Wait, where does Daquan's comment prior to that? Dun 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 dun. Daquan says lies, Tony. Then liar, Tony. I'm infatuated. Kyler's so sexy. Da 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 da. LOL, Mark. Thank you, our Melvin fam. Dishin days. Kyler is mine.
I don't know what he meant. Daquan,
So
what did you mean by the incest?
It's weird. Like I said, it's a good thing Pulse and Kiss are as boring as them, or I will be screaming incest. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means either.
Daquan, you're going to have
elaborate.
to elaborate on that. Mark is amusing himself with his own vocabulary today. It's not every day I use 3 and 4 syllable words, so I get very excited. Honorable mentions are Molly Burnett and Chandler Massey and Guy Wilson. Okay, Daquan, you need to specify what you meant by that other comment.
What do you think about this Sierra, Theo, Claire triangle? I almost just kind of want to say, all right, Theo, you gave it a shot with Claire, but let's be honest, you belong with Sierra, so let's just.
Well, but Sierra is the one who ended things with him, so it's not that he stopped liking her.
This is true.
She pushed him away,
but I don't see
because of the rape.
I don't see cuteness between Claire and Theo anymore. Because I think Sierra is too self-involved. I think she's a little jealous, and I think Theo is such a sweet character. Before people think I'm trying to refer to Kyler, that I don't know. I just think there's something better between him and Sierra. That's all. All right.
Daquan's gonna direct message me.
Okay.
And tell me what he meant. I don't know if he's gonna do it during the show or not, but
okay,
I
we'll
got my
keep an
Twitter
eye
on
out.
just in case. Yeah. I feel like there needs to be another teen. Like I just feel like we need to get out of this whole. It's yeah.
Yeah. It's I don't know. Anyway, moving on. So
Moving right along.
we already kind of discussed this. Jennifer finds out that Anne is working for
The Spectator.
The Spectator. Julie, who before Jen found out, was furious with Jennifer about her article with Hope, which I don't understand why. Like I felt like that scene didn't make sense.
I agree 100%. 100%.
But she then tried to convince Jennifer that like maybe it's a good thing. Remember, it's Adrian. You know, she has her cancer and da 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 da. And so it seems like all is fine. And there's that. I don't mind Anne working for The Spectator. It gives her something. I just hope they utilize Anne a little bit more.
Yeah. Well, I think they're doing an Anne Lucas pairing.
If you keep her around, then do it.
Because it sounds like Adrian's going back to Justin.
Maybe.
If she survives.
For the first time, it just now dawned on me why Maxine may not be on the show anymore is because they're not in the hospital as much anymore.
No, they're not.
And they would have, but I think it would have been great to integrate someone else who's not so connected to them.
To who? Oh, to Jennifer and Adrian. And
just to the Hortons, the Bradys, the Damaras, and not necessarily build this whole other family. I mean, they could have added a son, which would have been just fine. But just to have someone else that's just more like an outsider looking in.
Yeah.
So, and I like the way they had paired her as like, she's just like go-to woman just to get advice from. And I kind of wish they just kind of kept that.
Yeah.
Where she just kind of pops in every now and then. Like, oh, Maxine, what do I do? Like, there's always someone who knows everything but doesn't reveal everything.
Right.
And Maxine could have been that character.
Right.
And then her son could have came along and been a part of the... Oh, someone just mentioned that they should bring Mimi back. I think that would be interesting to the clan. Interesting
choice.
Like maybe she moves back.
Yeah.
And they bring Philip back, and it's just like that whole
they need
generation.
to bring Phil back. I was just watching a clip from something, and I saw JPL, and I was like, I miss him already. I miss him. It says here, Soap Opera Digest, Days of Our Lives. I don't know who that is, or if that's really Soap Opera Digest. Jen Lilly will come back to Days of Our Lives. Rumor fans talking on this Facebook.
Oh.
Interesting. I don't know if that's true.
I don't know if that's true either.
We'll see.
See, Annie Goen says, Tony, Aloma told me via Twitter that she would be willing to come back. Yep. Daquan at Tony, do you audition to be on other shows besides Days of Our Lives? Nope.
Didn't you do General Hospital?
I did background work on General Hospital. I did.
Yeah.
I've done...
YNR? B&B?
Yeah, I think I've done all of them at some point. But Days has always been
Guiding
my number
Light?
one. I'm not that old lady. Girl.
Another World?
No.
Santa Barbara.
All right, so I mean that's been your week of days.
That was the week.
Kind
Kind of uneventful, boring. Blah.
There's that, and now
High Duff Degrasse Beebs. Degrassi Beebs.
Okay, anywho, so let's go into our favorite part, which is the segments, and we will start with my segment, which is Tony's official 3 Snaps Award.
You go, girl.
All right, so I have to say my 3 Snaps Award came very early this week. And it was when Jennifer on Monday's episode was talking to the waitress who
Jennifer was awesome this week.
Who had information about what was happening on the docks, and and the waitress said, "I got 3 words for you: shadiness."
Yes.
And then Jen was like, "That's one word." I was like,
Somebody tweeted me saying that should be my quote of the week: shadiness.
and that's why I checked with you. I was like, "Girl, what you got for Monday?"
Yeah,
and you're like, "No, it happened later." So, so that conversation with the wonderful actress who got the under 5 waitress role, who I don't know her name, and Missy Reeves gets Tony's official 3 Snaps Award. Oh, snap! We do not have a disaster today as Matthew Evan Payne is not here.
He did not send one in.
So we will go right into Mark's quote of the week.
The dramatic pause.
I'm sorry, I'm watching the game. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
What's the score?
No.
What's the score?
Well, it's gone now, so I can't tell you. We're at halftime, actually, so you might miss Gaga.
Oh,
goodness.
shit. Tony's like, let's get through news and gossip.
Gago.
All right, my quote of the week. I actually left today and was like, oh shoot, I didn't write it down. But I'm gonna go. I can kind of remember what it was. It was the scene with actually Jennifer and Anne. Because I'm sorry, it was the best part of the week. Her and Anne and her and Drew were the best part of the week. But it was when Anne was like, I have excellent references. And Jennifer's like, she was like, started to walk away, and she turned back around. She's like, who's your reference? The devil? I could not stop laughing. It was just so, like, you knew it was coming. Like, you saw it coming, but it was so funny, and it was so well worth the wait. So, because you were waiting that whole conversation.
That something was going to happen.
Something was going to be said like that.
Yeah,
so that was it. And it had, hands down, was wherever shadiness, it was the hands down quote of the week.
So that has been
she's watching the game.
Mark's quote of the week.
There's a lot of people in this booth right now. It's not my fault.
I can imagine.
Telling people to get out that booth.
I can imagine.
And now it's time for Fan of the Week.
Fan of the Week is going to go to actually somebody who posted on the Mark J. Freeman fan page. And I apologize. She posted this January 12th, and I just saw it. She wrote, "This is posted on my group, Days of Our Lives Real Talk by Wendy Sue Klein. I thought there was no one but you that would truly appreciate it." And it's a picture. It's a picture of a tombstone. And it says, "Daniel Jonas is dead. No, seriously. Like dead. Let it go."
If you would have fell, I would have died.
So, Delina Job is who posted that on my wall, and thank you for making my absolute week, and I couldn't agree more.
Oh my God.
If you want to see it, it is on my Mark J. Freeman Facebook page.
All right, and now let's get into some news and gossip.
AfterBuzz TV News.
Okay, so some very, very great news.
Yes.
As you guys know, our friend of the show, Miss Cassie DePaiva.
We love her!
Earlier last year, she was diagnosed with myeloid leukemia, acute myeloid leukemia. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And she had started undergoing treatments and everything like that. On World Cancer Day, which was just the other day, she was happy to announce via Twitter that she is cancer-free.
Yay!
We are very happy to hear that, and very happy that she's doing well and in good spirits.
Hopefully she'll come join us soon.
So shout out to you,
when she's
Cassie.
in town, she's in New York. Right?
Yeah. So shout out to you, Cassie. We love you.
We love you.
We are very happy for you. We're cheering for you, and thank God that you are now cancer-free. So thank you. All right.
Jen Lilly has a new Hallmark movie coming out February 11th called Dash of Love. Make sure you check it out. Check your local listings for the Hallmark Channel. Because we don't know what your local listing is. Check that listing.
And Mark,
Yes.
What's happening in Toronto?
And also, there's another, I like to call them Billy Flynn event.
Beware, there's a storm brewing.
Oh,
well.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Look
James
who
Lott
just
Jr.
popped in.
has entered the building.
Chocolate twinsies.
Dark chocolate, white chocolate.
Let me tell you, James Lott Jr. took a sabbatical. When I tell you this jet setter has been like traveling the world and said, you know what? I'm gone.
Yeah, I did.
We had to put an APB out on James Lott Jr. to find out.
We did.
It started being, where in the world is James Lott Jr.? James Lott Jr., how you been? What's going on? What's the tea?
I like your hair.
She's trying to be like me, girl.
I know, I see it's getting higher and higher.
There's a dent in it now from the headphones.
From the headphones. But I do like it. Hi, you guys out there in Days of Our Lives. I'll be here next week with them. So.
And in 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah, for GH Report.
Yeah, I guess I'll do the show, I guess. Since I'm here, I guess I might as well do it. But I'm excited to be back with my ladies next week.
Yeah.
I know.
Where it all began.
We're celebrating. We're celebrating 2 years. You're celebrating your
2 years, too.
anniversary too, with AFTERBUZZ.
Because look, I started here.
Yeah. It's all because I had to take a day off, y'all.
You said you went to. When you think you went to Australia.
You should do it more often.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So James Lott Jr.
You know what?
Awkward.
You know what? You should too. Maybe then that way we don't have to talk about Billy Flynn every show. Anyway, stick around, James Lott Jr. You stay right there.
So yeah, we're just talking about there's a new event in Toronto. It is on, do I have it written down? June 3rd, Saturday, June 3rd. Billy Flynn, Eric Martzoff, Rob Wilson. It's a Q&A with the stars, a light lunch, one-on-one meet and greet with the stars, professional photos with the stars, dinner and dancing. Sabrina is on Twitter at Micheluzza3, MICHELUZZA3. And you can get information about tickets on eventbrite.ca because it's in Canada. So it's not .com, it's .ca. I do believe I retweeted it. Oh, Canada, where we're all going to be moving to soon.
I have an announcement too. I just read
JLJ,
What
do
is
it.
Our girl Cassie DePaiva just released that she's cancer free.
Yes,
we talked about that.
we just said
I just read that. I'm like, so yeah, we love her.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm so happy for her. I'm so happy for
Yeah.
her.
I know, because we were, I mean,
Nervous.
you get nervous when stuff like that happens.
Yeah.
Now back to me. So, you stay right there because you're in the shot now.
Okay.
All right, so as you guys know, I will be hosting the Dual Coast event in Charlotte, North Carolina on April 22nd. That event will feature Eric Martzoff, Billy Flynn, Mary Beth Evans, Nadia Bjorlin, Stephen Nichols, and Galen Gehring. So make sure you go to DOOL, that's DUAL, coastevents.com for tickets and information.
Mix and mingle.
That'd be good.
Yes.
Mix
Oh,
and mingle.
and shout out to Paul and Keith of Starstruck Fan Events. They are currently having their event in Atlanta. And some GH people are there. Donnell Turner is there.
But my Donnell Turner's there.
Yeah.
Robert
Did you see the
Palmer
video
Watkins.
of him with Christopher Sean?
Yes, I did. Yes.
Yep.
And Robert Palmer Watkins is there. And Brian Craig is there. So I've been watching all this stuff.
And Christopher Sean,
Eric
Teo,
Martzoff,
and
and
Eric
Teo.
Martzoff
Yep.
are there. And then there's another guy there from Walking Dead, not my show. So, but he's there. So it's like a big
Someone from Walking Dead.
Yeah.
So it's
Random?
Like
random.
Okay.
So it's like a big plethora of stuff. So shout out to everyone who's having a great time there.
Yes, if you know Susie Morales-Smithly, she's actually been doing tons of Facebook Lives and videos from the
Oh, is she there? Okay, great.
Well, and speaking of Susie, she will be in town in May. And wants to meet up with us, so we're gonna make that Susie.
Yeah.
Her and her family are gonna be there. So
Tony's
shout out
buying
to
everybody
her.
dinner that
Lies, you tell. I hope y'all still got your Olive Garden.
Oh my God, that's right.
She buying.
Oh my God, that's right.
All right, so that's it.
We gotta take her something authentic LA, like In and Out.
Yeah, so totally. A million of those everywhere. Sure.
So James Lott Jr., since you're here, like what's coming up on the GH report in 15 minutes?
We have some great news on GH Report because ABC and Prospect Park settled everything. We have Watch and Live characters coming to General Hospital.
Wow.
So we have some news for you guys. Some very interesting stuff coming up.
You smell sweet.
It's sweet vanilla.
Oh, that's what it is. I was like, why does he smell like cake?
Are those cupcakes done out there yet?
No, they're still out there.
Okay, because she was working on those, and I said they're going to be done by 5:30.
Oh my God, this
I
one
want a
I can't.
cupcake.
All right, y'all. Well, that is it.
Oh, and JLJ, before you leave,
Yes.
Tony Moore now has
Lies.
a Days of Our Lives
Lies.
crush.
I do not. I do not have a
Billy
crush.
Flynn?
No. Okay, this is what happened,
Like you
James.
saw-
Okay,
Wow.
this is what happened, James Lott Jr. So,
Wait, you want to? Oh, you're drooling a little. Wipe your
so
drool.
this week,
Yes.
Kyler Pettis, who plays Theo,
Who's hot?
had a my shirt is off moment.
You
Can you pull that picture up again, Alexis?
Yes, I think
Did he
I still
really?
have it up.
Oh.
Hold
Yes.
on.
So I'm gonna start calling Tony Pettis.
That
So
works.
okay, so everyone,
Ooh,
right?
oh.
So
Yeah.
he did this right, and I said we should take a moment and recognize
Lord.
this. Now, because I'm the only person that has not had anyone. I stayed
true.
neutral.
Yeah,
I'm
yes.
just a fan with open arms, and I'm just like this, right? And so now,
And if Kyler happens to run into those arms,
now all of a
I was thinking
sudden,
the same thing, Mark.
Mark
I'm
is
gonna
to
start
Billy
tweeting Kyler.
as Matthew is to Greg. Now they're trying to put Tony
so
as
we
to
need
Kyler.
basically here's what we need to do.
You need to have, yes.
We need to have an episode, Tony and Kyler,
Yes.
Greg
Yes.
and Matthew,
And you and
and me and Billy.
You should.
But Kyler is I am only
Okay, thank you. We're wrapping this up. We gotta go. Turn on the going away music,
I
Alexis.
just want to clarify that I am only appreciating the moment that Kyler gave
Sands
us.
are out of the hourglass. We gotta go. Lady Gaga's gonna be singing.
And that has been
She is
your,
already singing.
Oh!
That has been your week of Days of
Wrap
Our
it up.
Lives.
Wrap it up.
Mark,
Lorraine
where
Love.
can they find you?
Lorraine Love. Gotta go. Bye.
And of course, me on all social media platforms at Lounging with Tony, on my website, loungingwithtony.com. And of
Peace.
course, you can find James Lott Jr. coming up next on the GH Report. Bye, y'all. Have
Bye,
a
y'all.
Super
Watch
Bowl
my camera,
Sunday.
girl. Watch my
Executive
camera.
Producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff. We would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.